Restaurants Post-COVID, IRB Initial Request by Taylor Deagle. How restaurants and their employees have managed to survive during the global pandemic. COVID has changed many ways of life. Businesses and individuals have dealt with financial burdens, job displacement, and health issues. Here I will show how restaurants have had to learn to survive the pandemic for the sake of the company and their employees. Restaurants all over the country are experiencing big changes since the pandemic began. I chose Aldo's and Alchemy as my research subjects to help prove these challenges. The potential contribution this study hopes to offer is an understanding of how restaurants and employees continue to suffer and operate post-COVID. COVID is an airborne virus that has caused a global shutdown. Because no one could go anywhere, many companies closed their doors. These restaurants were lucky enough to keep their doors open, but had to learn new methods for operation. Many employees left service industry and did not wish to return due to lack of health insurance options. They also did not wish to return due to low wages offered. This left the restaurant short-staffed while also trying to figure out how to bounce back. Aldo's and Alchemy are my subjects for research. Each has dealt with issues that restaurants all over the country are trying to recover from. They have changed working wages for employees. They offer their staff health and life insurance. Each has changed operation hours in order to have a sense of consistency. There are specials offered all week long in order to strike up more business, and new menu items hope to bring new business. Health. It is typical that restaurants do not provide benefits such as health insurance for their employees. Due to the high number of people that have had COVID, many needed to seek employment that could offer affordable health care. That has led restaurants all over the United States with low employment rates. The restaurants studied in this project saw this was something lacking in their establishments at a time when health insurance is needed most. They are now offering their employees health insurance at an affordable rate. Since this addition, their employment rate is becoming more stable. During the research, I will ask questions such as, do you feel as though being offered health insurance post-COVID is important for your employment here? Or would you be here if health insurance was not provided? When the pandemic happened in March 2020, restaurants were the first to feel the struggles of the pandemic and its repercussions. Fast forward to today, many restaurants' employees still feel financial disruptions. The effects that the pandemic have left on employees who have stayed can be difficult. It leads to employees doing a job that they had in the past and other jobs while only being paid $2.13 an hour, not including tips. Studies have shown that restaurant industries have 750,000 job opportunities available. Employees are working harder than before with the same $2.13 an hour. Yes, they make most of their monies by tips, but due to inflation because of COVID, this has become challenging to obtain. People are still going out but skimming on the tips. Aldo's and Alchemy saw these issues and had to find solutions. They offered hiring bonuses for new employees and bonuses for those who chose to stay on board. Another solution for the tipping situation was to add automatic gratuity to checks. This will ensure the waitstaff and bartenders will get paid. By the end of the research, I hope to see a solution for them. Aldo's and Alchemy have had to find new business strategies for bringing their customers back. They have changed hours of operation, introduced new specials, and changed menu items. In order to keep a business successful, you have to know what's going on the inside and outside. To bring customers back, each restaurant had to find consistency. During the pandemic, each would close randomly and not be open a certain day. Aldo's on Sundays would be closed, and Alchemy on Mondays. They have recently changed to being open 7 days a week and open and close the same time every day. By the end of my research, I will ask questions to see if this was useful or not. Also, to bring customers back, they came up with new specials for events, or specials for happy hour. I will be asking to see if these techniques were useful or not. Finally, they changed menu items with hopes that it would intrigue customers to want to come back. My research will hopefully bring insight to other businesses as to which these are useful or not. This study was conducted as an active and passive participant observer that collected qualitative data with informal and formal interviews as the restaurant functions with their daily operations. Equipment used for this study are transcripts utilized from recordings for interviews, phone photography, and field notes. Interviews and observations will be with the general public enjoying the establishment. Managers, cooks, and waitstaff are my main focus for observations and interviews. I find these times to be important for this research. Each are specific times before the pandemic when restaurants would be busy or not. I, Taylor Deagle, will be the lead investigator. I have many years of experience in the restaurant industry, such as waitressing, hosting, bartending, and managing. I'm in the process of obtaining my undergrad degree in anthropology at the University of Memphis, and in order to obtain my degree, I have to conduct this research. My faculty advisor is Professor Kenny Latta. Risks and benefits. Risks for this project should be minimal. If all involved are aware of what is being said about their financial issues and are okay with the use of their identity, there should be minimal risks, such as accidental exposure of an individual. A benefit that could be obtained from this study is the social awareness of those who work in the service industry. This could also shine a light into the financial issues food industry workers have. The participants for this project who decide their information will be kept confidential will be given aliases. For example, these aliases will refer to as customer, employee, or manager. Those who choose to participate will be given a form to sign stating whether they choose to give their identity or not. This form will also have options on whether to be contacted or not after the project is published. Those observed will also be kept confidential.